Assalamu alaikum and welcome to mathematics class for standard 5th, chapter 14, how big, how heavy. Students, what you're going to learn from this video? Students, in this video, I'm going to explain solve the following subjective type of questions from your question bank. Total 7 questions are there in this chapter. Okay students, and I'm going to explain how you're going to solve these subjective type of questions. Students, all 7 I have covered. Now, what about the objectives? Students, the objectives are answered and will be there in your PDF. Okay students, so the written work of objectives will be there for you written. But for subjectives, I have to explain it to you, the steps which you must write while solving the subjective type of questions. So, what we are waiting for? Let us begin. Okay students, so let us begin with chapter 14's first question from your question bank. The question is, a book is having dimensions 5 centimeter, 4 centimeter, 6 centimeter. That is length, breadth and height. You can check the greatest number is length. Then you can consider breadth and height, any of these two. Okay. So the greatest number is length. Okay. So when dimension is given to you, it is actually given you length multiplied by breadth multiplied by height. So we have to find the volume of this book. So let us start writing. We will write answer, volume of book. So very firstly, it is very essential for you to write down the formula, that is length multiply by breadth multiply by height. And after this, you are going to just write the dimensions, that is 5 centimeter into 4 centimeter into 6 centimeter. Now you multiply all of this. 5 4s are 20 and 26 are 120. So your answer is 120 and the unit of volume is cubic. So we are going to write like this, cubic centimeter. Okay, or you may write down the short form of cubic centimeter like this, cu dot for cubic and centimeter. I hope student you understood this. Let us go on to the next question. The next question is, Reena made a bridge using small boxes. She made one bridge and she used some of the small boxes which was there with her. She used 16 boxes to make the first layer. Now she has arranged all the 16 boxes very close to each other and she made the first layer. How many boxes were there in the first layer? 16 boxes were there, correct? Now the question is, how many boxes she need to make 5 such layers? Now for one layer, she needs 16 boxes. So for 5 layers, Reena needs how many boxes? We are going to find it out. So let us solve it. We will write first layer is made up of 16 boxes. First layer of bridge. Okay. So therefore 5 layers of bridge need how many boxes? We will multiply 6 by 5. So let us do the multiplication of 16 and 5 here. 5 6 are 30, 5 ones are 5 and plus 3 will give you 8, that is 80 boxes. So we are going to write here 80 boxes and here we had actually completed the answer. Now let us move on to the next question. Next question is, volume of one glass is 8 cubic centimeter. We have to find the volume of 12 such glasses. Okay, so let us begin. First of all, statement we have to write, volume of one glass. What is the volume of one glass? It is given here, 8 cubic centimeter. So we are going to write a cubic centimeter. Therefore, volume of 12 glasses. How much it will be? We are going to multiply 8 by the number of glasses. So let us do the multiplication method. In your examination also, when you are actually writing or solving in your supplementary, this is very mandatory for you to solve and show the method of multiplication, students. You have to show. 8 2s are 16, 8 1s are 8, and plus 1 will give you 96. Okay, so 12 8s are 96 cubic centimeter is the volume of 12 such glasses. I hope students you have followed. Let us move ahead. The next question is weight of one marble. Now you know what is marble? The marble which you use to play the round kind of a ball, very small, which is made up of glass. That is called marble. So weight of one marble is actually 6 gram. Okay, a book weight is equal to 7 such marbles. Now when the comparison is made between a book, one book was there, and it is kept in one of the weighing scale. So in another weighing scale, how many marbles were kept? 6 marbles were kept. That means if one book, okay, here I am drawing one book. Okay, students, just imagine this is a book and it is equal to how many marbles? A book weighs is equal to 7 marbles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 marbles. I hope student you have understood, you recognize that when I started explaining you from your workbook, such kind of questions were there with the figures. Now these figures are actually converted into words. Okay, so you need not draw all these things. This is just for your explanation. So how you are going to begin the answer? Weight of one marble. So what is the weight of one marble? We are going to write 6 gram. Therefore, okay, now not therefore, you are going to write a book weighs 7 marbles. So therefore, a book's weight in grams. How are you going to do? See, one marble 6 grams. So 7 marbles how many grams? 7 multiplied by 6. If these simple kind of tables are there, then you do not show the multiplication. Just write down 7 6 are 42. So you are going to write 42 gram is the weight of one book. In this manner, you are going to complete your word problems. Now let us move ahead. The next question is 1 rupee coin weighs 7 gram. Now 1 rupee coin was there and the weight of that coin was 7 gram. You have to find the weight of 700 such coins. Again, it is a sum of multiplication. Let us see how you are going to write the statement. Weight of one rupee coin is how many gram? 7 gram. Therefore, weight of 700 1 rupee coin will be 7 multiplied by 700. So you have to show the multiplication method. 7 zeros are 0, 7 zeros are 0, and 7 sevens are 49. So your answer is 4900 grams. Now these all are given in grams. Now how you are going to convert these grams into kg? See, if more than 3 digits are there, then definitely what you are going to do, you are going to convert it into kgs and grams. So if how going to do 400,900 gram is actually equals to 4.900 kg. So before these 3 numbers the decimal will come. So actually it is what, 4 kg and 900 grams. I hope student you understood how to convert it into kgs into gram, the multiplications. Okay, what you're going to do, you are going to divide it by 1000. So when you're going to divide it by 1000, it will be how many kgs? 4 kgs and 900 gram. Okay students. Student, the next question is, how many soap cakes of dimension 10 centimeter, 8 centimeter and 6 centimeter can be packed in a box having dimension 10 centimeter, 80 centimeter, 60 centimeter. Now students, as I told you earlier that dimension means length, breadth, height is already been given to you, you know. Now, two things are there. One is soap cakes. You know what are soap cakes? Actually soap bars. The soap which we use for washing the clothes or for washing the utensils are called soap cakes. And this is a box in which numbers of soap cakes are going to be packed and can be accumulated in one big box. And this box is having the dimension these. So what you are going to do, which of this following is having the greater volume? That means following means soap cake is having the volume more or the box will be having the volume more. As you know, the box in which we are going to pack the soap will be having a larger area or larger occupy capacity, right? So the box is larger than the soap. So we are going to solve this like this. What we have to find? We have to find that how many soap cakes of these dimension can be packed. You have to find the number of soap cakes. That can be packed in a box is equal to, now whatever volume of larger one is there, that we are going to write in the numerator, that is volume of box, because box will be bigger than the soap. And what we are going to write down, we are going to write volume of soap in the denominator. That is division we are going to do. The volume of box will be getting divided with the volume of soap. Now as we know, both are having length into breadth into height. This is also having length into breadth into height, right? So both are length, breadth and height. So in the place of box, we are going to write the dimension of the box which are given to you in the question. That is 10 centimeter multiply by 80 centimeter. I am not writing centimeter. I am just writing the numbers upon what we are going to write down. We are going to write down the dimension of soap cakes. And what is the dimension of soap cakes? 10 multiply by 8 multiply by 6. So 10 multiply by 8 multiply by 6. Now what you are going to do? You are going to divide or you are going to do the cancellation. Now the numbers which are same up and down, you are going to cut that. And look here, this is 8. And what is this? This is 80. So in the place of 80, let us write the table of 8 here. That is 8 tens are 80. So in the place of 80, you write 8 multiply by 10. Because same number is there down in the denominator and it is helpful for us to cut it. See, so what is left? Only 10 is left. Now here also we can write, see below 6 number is there. So what you are going to write? 6 tens are 60. In the place of 60 we are going to write the multiple of 60. So 6 and 6 will get deducted, that is will get cancelled. Now what is left here? Here nothing is there, so we are going to write 1, the sign of multiplication. Whatever things are left, that we are going to write here 10 above, another 10 above, and as you can see below nothing is left, all are cancelled, so our denominator is left. Now 110 multiply by 10, so What is the answer? The answer is 10 tens are 100. So, how many numbers of soap cakes can be packed in a box? So, we are going to write the concluded answer. 100 soaps can be packed in a box. Okay student, I hope you have understood the whole sum very well. Now let us move ahead. So the new and the last question is this. A cow can eat 7 kg of fodder in one day. How many kg of fodder will 15 such cows will eat in 30 days? So let us write from the thing which is begin, whatever is given to you. So, one cow can eat 7 kg of fodder. So, that is our first statement. One cow eats 7 kg fodder. We can write one cow eat fodder. Here we can write fodder. One cow eat fodder, that is 7 kg. Therefore, how many cows we are being given here in the question? 15. So, we are going to write 15 cows eat fodder. So, how much? One cow can eat 7. So, 15 cows will eat how many? What kg of fodder? That is 7 multiplied by 15. So, let us multiply here. 7 5s are 35. 7 1s are 7 and plus 3 will give you 10. So, we got the answer as 105 kg of fodder is needed for 15 cows. Now, this is for one day. Okay, so down we are going to write the statement like this. 15 cows eat fodder in one day. What kg they eat? They eat 150 kg of fodder in one day. So, therefore, these cows eat fodder. Okay, so again we are going to write 15 cows eat fodder in 30 days. So, what we are going to do? We will be multiplying 150 by 30. So, let us do the multiplication here. 150 multiplied by 30. So, students, I am going to show you one shortcut for zeros. See, these zeros are at the end. I am making the box of them. See, both the boxes. How many zeros are there? 150 is 1 0 and 30 is 1 0. I am not going to look them till I complete my multiplication. Let us first multiply only 15 by 3. 3 5s are 15. So, 5 here and carried 1 above. 3 5s are 15. 3 1s are 3 and plus 1. That is 4. Now, how many zeros we have actually not seen? 2 zeros. That zeros we are going to put it at the end. So, what is the answer? The answer is 4,500 kg is needed for the 30 days. For how many cows? For 15 cows to eat. So, the ending answer, what we are going to write? We are going to write 15 cows will need 4,500 kg of fodder for 30 days. Understood, student? This is how you are going to conclude your answer. Thank you, students, for watching the video. We are going to meet soon with another chapter, question bank solution. Till then, have a nice day ahead. Goodbye.